Hi, it's Matthew Dixon of MindAid.ca. I had an idea yesterday, and I've been trying to think of a way to get my word out there, my messages for mental health, in a way that's good for me. Um, I've got a second chance at life, you could say. I've recovered from schizophrenia, and I'm doing very well. I'm not that disabled in things I uh, can and can't do. I know everyone has things they can't do, but I've gotten a lot of my abilities back. There's still some things I'm not the best at and would rather not do. But anyway, so I love traveling. For those of you who've been following me, I've got severe wanderlust. I do know with greenhouse gases and climate change, I shouldn't be traveling as much. That's been a conflict in me for years. So my idea is to put on talks. I want to be giving talks, but how do I wait for other people to find me? Do I speak on other people's platforms? Those are all good, but I thought, what about putting on my own events? I made a video about this recently. Maybe thinking of getting on like theater stages, giving a bit more entertaining presentation, traveling on theater stages across Canada, for example. What about virtually? How would I do that? Well, I could target with Facebook ads a certain city, a Halifax Facebook ad, St. John's, Newfoundland Facebook ad, a Ottawa, Montreal, Toronto, Winnipeg, Calgary Facebook ad, and get people on a virtual event. I wouldn't travel to Calgary, for example, or Halifax. I would put on a virtual event for people who saw that ad in that Calgary area. That way, I don't know. I've had this idea before for speed friending events, getting people meeting each other, meeting new friends, doing it all virtually on Zoom from my home, but doing it for different cities. So people in Winnipeg could meet other people from Winnipeg on a virtual speed friending event. That's I've had that idea for a few years, but last or yesterday it popped in my head. Well, wait a minute, I could do my own talks that way. So that way I could put on my own events. I don't have to wait to be found. And Facebook ads generally work. I've put on in-person events before, and I've with a $20 Facebook ad for a certain city, and people do show up. It's not in great numbers. You pay more for ads and more people show up. So that's my idea, and I could go on a cross Canada tour, a North American tour. I could do this in cities in the States, a world tour in other countries. And anyway, so for right now, I'm making about $1,000 a month from my driving job, and that's Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 ish. I could put on these talks virtually from home in the evenings. Start out that way, at least with the time. I could go right across Canada with the time zones they work out because I'm in the eastern side of Canada. I can do all these in the evenings. I could put on a 6 o'clock show in Vancouver at 10 o'clock at night from my home and still keep my day job. So that's my idea. They're not that hard to set up. I would probably use Google Meet. The free option of Google Meet gives you 60 minutes to talk for free. You can have up to 100 people on a call. I'm sure I'm not up to those numbers yet. And Google Meet's very simple to set up. I quite like Google Meet. It's just very simple. Zoom, you have a whole lot more options to set up. Google Meet is just click of a button and it's set up. So I quite like that. And anyway, so I'd have a mindaid.ca/events page, and I would put my upcoming events on that page with the Google Meet link there. And these would be free events. And I would say if anybody wants to donate to pay my own expenses or to donate for mental health in developing countries, for my own expenses, people could send me an e-transfer here in Canada or my PayPal page. They could donate there. If they wanted it to help someone with mental illness in a developing country, I would steer them towards one of the 10 nonprofits that MindAid steers people towards for that cause. And so people could donate directly on their websites, and the money would bypass me. And that would be just optional donations. These would be free events. So yeah, that's my idea. And throughout the talk, I would give like an hour or so talk. I would encourage people to get to meet each other in their own community, in their own city, make some new friends, make some connections. I would encourage people to do that in the chat, And with Google Meet, it's like Zoom. You can see everybody else's camera screen for those who have their cameras on. So yeah, that would be sort of a side benefit of that too. So that's my idea. I thought of I could do this soon. I mean, to market an event, you really only need about a week or two lead time before the event to get this started. So if I put an ad up today, an ad on Facebook ads or YouTube, actually YouTube ads, I want to figure that out. I've never put one of my own ads on YouTube ads before, so I want to figure that out. Apparently, YouTube ads is the cheapest. Facebook ads is the second cheapest, and then Google ads is the least cheapest. Anyway, Google ads is more for a business. I don't know if I'd really use Google ads, but plus Facebook ads and YouTube ads, I could use a video. I don't think you can use videos on Google ads. Anyhow, so that's my plan, and I don't know what anybody thinks of that. If you think that's a stupid idea, Matthew, please let me know. I think this might work. I could start it and maybe nobody will show up. I don't know. Maybe some people will show up. Yeah, so I don't have a ton of money right now. This is an ask. I know to set up 5 events for the first week. If I do these events, let's say Monday to Friday nights, 5 nights a week, or Monday to Thursday nights. I don't know how many people would go to one of these on a Friday night. Friday night's more of a fun night, but I could still do it Friday nights for sure, from like 6 to 7 or something. If I put a $10 Facebook ad up or a $20 Facebook ad up, that would be over, let's say, 5 nights, $50 to $100 in advertising. I could probably scrape that up here soon to start some events. If I make some money from those, great. That would be wonderful, and then that would pay for the upcoming the next events I'd put on, the advertising for those. So I don't know if anybody does want to pay a bit of money to help me start some Facebook ads to get more people there to start off. That would be wonderful. But if not, no worries. I could probably scrape together $50 or $100 to start off the first week of events. But anyhow, I'm a little nervous to start these, thinking it might just fizzle out and fail. And I've started, like what many entrepreneurs do, is you start things and they don't work out. But you try to hit on something that works. I don't know if this works, it'd be great because I could do this from the comfort of my home. It's repeatable. I can go around the world. There's no end of people I could talk to. I could probably find enough people to do this every night for the rest of my life and still not reach all 8 billion people on the planet. Yeah, just Montreal alone, a $20 Facebook ad would just cover a handful of people in Montreal that would show up. But you could just keep coming back and back to Montreal for years and with a $20 Facebook ad each time and still get new people all the time. So anywho, that's my plan. Anybody have any thoughts? Talk to you later.